I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's none of my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there is room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. This piece of literature comes from the film The Great Dictator, which was written, directed, and starred by Chaplin. The speech heavily delves into the theme of unity, specifically the unity of humanity. This came at a time where World War II was ravaging the world, a time that much needed the unity of humanity. Alas, despite the decades and decades of time that have passed, humanity is far from united. Last August, Time magazine's Andrew Katz reported that hundreds of white supremacists had gathered in Charlottesville, Virginia. They were bearing torches and swastikas. Amidst the throng, a white supremacist drove his car through the crowd of anti-protesters, injuring 12 and killing 1. Hate and intolerance is not a thing of the past. It's still alive, unseen, festering and brewing. This speech encouraging unity is more than relevant today, and it's why I keep it close to my heart, and is why I'm presenting it to you today. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life would be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for universal brotherhood, cries out for the goodness in men, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is upon us now is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, who tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You do not hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is in man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men. In you the people have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then, in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give youth a future, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise, and they never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now, let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite. Thank you.